Hi, guys. This is Kayla Winters from the Lunar Radiance Wellness Center, and I'm so excited to be doing a 1 hour yoga flow today with you guys. And we're going to be focusing on the solar plexus chakra. That's going to be dealing with our willpower, our internal strength, and also focusing on the core for today's practice. I'm super excited. If you'd like to join us and be a part of our Yoga in the Park community, you can join us on Saturdays from 9:30 to 10:30 in Orange, California. I will share the details below in the information section. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Lunar Radiance, to be able to find more videos like this. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get started by sitting in a nice, easy seated position, sitting crisscross if that's what feels good for you and your body today. Taking a moment here to adjust your sit bones, inviting our shoulders to come up and down. Doing this once again as we take a nice inhale, bringing our shoulders up, and exhale, bringing our shoulders back down. Beautiful job. Taking a moment here to find your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. Inhaling as you feel the belly rise, and exhaling as the belly falls, closing your eyes if you haven't already. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking a moment here to set an intention for today's practice. As I mentioned, we'll be focusing on our solar plexus chakra today, tapping into our willpower, our internal strength. Your intention today could be as simple as I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. Reminding yourself that, reminding yourself of that strong will that you have within, the self discipline that you have, and continuing to breathe as you inhale and as you exhale. Beautiful. When it feels good, gently blinking your eyes open as you gaze around your space, allowing yourself to reground, reconnect, and re-arrive wherever you are today. Coming back to our breath as we take a nice deep inhale and nice deep exhale. We're going to come into our first stretch for today, which is going to be a lateral side bend as we inhale, bringing our arms up overhead, reaching up nice and tall. I'm going to take my right hand and gently wrap it around my left wrist, taking a nice deep inhale, reaching up nice and tall. As I exhale, bending on over to the right side, feeling a beautiful stretch throughout the left side of your body. Breathing in as you become a little bit longer. And if it feels good as you breathe out, bending a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, coming back up to center, reaching up nice and tall. This time, wrapping your left hand around your right wrist, taking a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bending on over to the left side this time. Inhaling, becoming a little bit longer. And again, if it feels good, as you exhale, bending a little bit deeper. On our next inhale, coming back up to center, reaching up nice and tall as you exhale, releasing the arms down to your side as you shake it out here for a minute, as you feel that within your shoulders here. Coming back to our breath as we take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Into our next pose, we're going to have our knees bent with the soles of our feet flat on the mat here with our knees bent. I'm going to take my left ankle underneath my right leg and bring it on over to my right hip. I'm then going to take my right ankle and bring that onto the top of my left knee, creating a little pretzel shape as we take a nice deep inhale, reaching those arms up overhead. And as we exhale, bringing our arms on over to the right side, coming into a gentle twist here. If it feels good, you're welcome to look over the right shoulder. Again, listening to your body and what feels good for you. Whether you want to look over your right shoulder, look on over just softly to the right, or looking forward. Again, whatever feels good for you and your body today. On your next inhale, sitting a little bit taller. And on your next exhale, maybe twisting a little bit deeper, taking another nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently and kindly releasing, coming back to center. We're going to untwist our legs here with our knees bent, soles of the feet flat on the mat. Now I'm going to bring my right ankle on over to my left hip. If you're a little bit more open, that's totally fine. Sometimes our hips are super tight and we want to be a little bit more open. We're then going to bring our left ankle onto the top of the right knee, again, coming into that pretzel shape, sitting up nice and tall. Again, if you're a little bit more open or just simply want to sit crisscross, those are great options as well. So coming back into my pretzel, sitting up nice and tall, taking a nice deep inhale. As I sit up even taller, and as I exhale, I'm going to twist on over to the left side this time. Again, gazing over that left shoulder, if that's something that feels good for you today, looking on over to the left side or looking forward. Again, listening to your body and what it needs today. Inhaling, sitting a little bit taller. As you exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Taking another nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing, coming back to center, releasing our feet, allowing our legs to come straight, and taking a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Beautiful. We're going to have our knees come bent, soles of the feet flat on the mat here. I'm going to make sure that my feet are about 2 feet in front of me, knees nice and bent, making sure that I'm comfortable on my sit bones. And then we're going to come into a variation of cat-cow here, bringing our arms up and open as we pull the chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades, gazing up into the sky. And as we exhale, gently and kindly rounding the back, inviting the arms to rest on top of the legs as we release the chin into the chest. Inhaling, opening on up, bringing those arms up, squeezing the shoulder blades as we gaze up into the sky, rounding the back. Exhaling, rounding forward, releasing the chin to the chest. Doing this 2 more times at your own pace as you inhale and as you exhale. And then after your last cat pose, inhaling, coming up to a nice neutral spine. Beautiful job. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. We're now going to gently bring our ankles to touch here. We are going to be coming into butterfly pose, or also known as bound ankle pose, allowing ourselves to sit up nice and tall and gently invite those knees to fall open to the sides. Stretching into the hips here. You're welcome to also put blocks underneath your knees or pillows if that allows you to relax into the pose a little bit deeper. If you'd like a little bit of a deeper stretch, inhaling, bringing those arms up overhead. And as you exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. I'm going to bring my hands down in front of me because today, this is where I'm bending to. If you'd like to be up here, sitting up tall, using your hands, bending to a place that feels good for you and your body. Breathing in, Breathing out as you come back to your breath, reminding yourself of your intention. I am powerful. I am powerful. Beautiful job. Breathing in, breathing out. I am powerful. Feels good on your next inhale, walking yourself up, bringing our knees back to touch, doing some windshield wipers, bringing the knees from one side and then to the other, back over to one side and then the other. When it feels good, we're going to gently and kindly come to a nice seated position, bending our knees, soles of the feet flat on the mat. So give ourselves a nice big hug today, thanking myself for showing up today, remembering that I am powerful. We're going to sweep our knees over to the side, coming up onto our hands and knees next, making sure that our knees are underneath our hips, wrists are underneath our shoulders. We are going to come into a beautiful warm up for our core here. So, on our next inhale, we are going to extend our right hand forward and our left leg back, reaching through, exhaling, releasing. On our next inhale, same thing on the other side, inhaling our left hand forward, our right leg back, and then releasing, coming back down. On your next inhale, extending that right arm forward, left leg back, reaching through, exhaling, releasing back down. Inhaling, reaching that left hand forward, right leg back, releasing back down. Doing 2 more times at your own pace. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Beautiful job. We're going to do a little bit more of a different variation on our next inhale. We're going to reach out, exhale, tuck in, and then release. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch, gently and kindly releasing back down. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch, come back down. Beautiful job. You got this. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch, release. Beautiful job. You did so good. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our knees slightly wider than our hips, bringing our big toes together, bringing our hips back, walking our hands forward as we release our forehead down onto the mat. Beautiful job coming into our child's pose. Taking a moment here to breathe, remembering your intention for today's practice. I am powerful. On your next inhale, we're going to gently and kindly come on up, bringing those wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip. Inhale, curling our toes, pressing our weight into those toes, pushing the hips up and back, arriving into downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to walk out that dog as we bend the right knee, then the left knee, walking out that dog here. Rocking back and forth as you continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling, taking a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, coming back down onto your hands and knees, we're going to untuck our toes, this time bringing our ankles and knees to touch, pressing down onto a closed leg child's pose, focusing on releasing the back as we walk our hands forward. Breathing in, breathing out. I am powerful. I am powerful. Coming on up, bringing those wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under hips. On our next inhale, curling our toes, pressing our weight into our toes, pushing the hips up and back, arriving into downward facing dog. Again, walking out that dog, bending the right knee and then the left. Walking out that dog here as you continue to breathe. Breathing in. Beautiful work here. Coming gently down onto our hands and knees once again, coming back into our child's pose, bringing our ankles and our knees close together as we press them back, coming into a closed-legged child's pose. Walking those hands forward, breathing in, breathing out. Remembering our intention for today's practice, I am powerful. I am powerful. On our next inhale, gently and kindly pressing on up, bringing those wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. When you're ready, inhale, curling those toes as you press your weight into those toes, shifting those hips up and back, coming into your downward facing dog. Walking out that dog, bending the right knee and then the left. Continuing to breathe as you inhale and as you exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to step your one foot forward and then the left to meet your hands, coming into a beautiful forward fold here. Releasing the head, the neck, the shoulders, and the back, bending your knees as much as you need. On your next inhale, we're going to gently and kindly roll all the way on up, bringing those arms up overhead. As we exhale, releasing those arms down to our sides. Beautiful job. Checking in with yourself. Sometimes you get a little bit dizzy from coming all the way up. So just checking in with yourself and your body. Coming to the front of our mat here, we're going to come into some half sun salutations. On our next inhale, breathing those arms up overhead, reaching up nice and tall. As you exhale, swan